else did. Somebody called on you guys. What is it that you guys are doing?
I'm taking photos today.
Okay. Are you like calling people around?
Sorry, I just want to let you know these guys were recording my baby, and they wouldn't stop. So it was really creepy and weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Have a nice day, guys. Touch grass.
You have no privacy in public.
Okay. So you guys, yes, you can film in public. You can't be going around following people, filming them,
Why not?
because that's against their
That's not
Fourth
against the
Amendment
law.
right. It's against their rights.
Let it talk. Uh-huh.
So-
So what law is that?
Never heard
What
of
city
Amendment
code?
rights.
What penal code or?
No, I'm
Ordinance.
telling you, it's in the Constitution,
Yeah. So which one is that?
I never heard about that.
the Fourth Amendment.
Uh-huh. What does it say? What does it say? If I may ask.
Okay, listen, I
I'm
don't
listening.
know what it is that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yes, see, like you can't be doing this stuff.
Oh,
Could. Who
yes, you
says
can.
so?
I'm telling
Garcia,
you. you
how
can't.
long have you been on
This is
the
public
force?
sidewalk. How are you gonna
Not
tell
long,
me not
like
to do it?
maybe a little bit over a year.
I can tell.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty young.
Yeah. Yeah. You're young, so
Yeah, but you guys, you can't be doing this.
yes, you can.
I can.
No,
I'm
you
the
can't.
public sidewalk. Who says I can say it?
You can't be blocking the sidewalk. If you're
I'm not
loitering on
blocking
the
the
sidewalk,
sidewalk.
that's a Pasadena
I'm
municipal
not
code.
blocking
You
the
have to
sidewalk.
be a super fat to
Yeah.
block the sidewalk.
No, like see this right here? If somebody isn't able to get Y for 5
Before we jump into this intense encounter, let's set the stage, because what you're about to witness is a perfect example of how quickly authority can blur the line between enforcing the law and enforcing personal feelings. In today's video, we have a public interaction involving a citizen exercising their First Amendment rights, recording in public, and a responding officer who appears to struggle with the legal boundaries of that right. Now, this isn't just about filming. This is about something deeper: misunderstanding constitutional protections, misapplying local ordinances, and potentially escalating a situation based purely on complaints rather than verified facts. Pay very close attention to how the officer references the Fourth Amendment, how harassment is defined or not defined, and how quickly assumptions are made without evidence. Also notice the dynamic between confidence and uncertainty. One side clearly knows their rights, while the other seems to rely on vague interpretations and secondhand information.
agree with me, that's blocking the sidewalk. That
Okay.
counts. You can't be loitering in one area for too long.
Oh, is that right?
Here
Is
in
that
Pasadena, yes.
this is like a city ordinance thing?
It is. Pasadena Municipal.
What do we do about the First Amendment then? Do we just invalidate it because of a city ordinance? Or do we keep it?
What do you mean?
Like you're saying something that contradicts the First Amendment. You're,
105, 105.
you're law enforcement. I don't know if you're feelings enforcement.
What is it?
You are law enforcement.
Yes.
You're not feelings enforcement.
Feelings enforcement?
Yeah. Like you came today because people
Okay,
are
can
not
you-
comfortable.
I could record anything I want to.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
that's not right.
record
I've been doing this for
anything.
years. You're the only one who's come up with a little bit moody or something.
Booty.
Yeah, I know the law. I've been doing this for so long. Anything I could do in public. That's my right as an American.
You have to, yeah, but everybody here has rights. You have to.
That's
like,
not
respect
breaking the
other
law, following
people's
someone
rights.
or filming.
If
You're
you were
allowed to do
following
it.
someone, she said you
You're
were
allowed
filming
to
her
be out
baby,
here. Yeah,
that you're
Yeah.
not allowed
that's
to
not
be doing
breaking the
that.
law.
Yes, you can.
No,
I
you
could
can't.
film it. I could film it.
You can't be
Yeah.
over there following people
I'm allowed
around,
to film anything I want
causing
to.
traffic hazards.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Were you here?
no, I'm basing it off of a statement.
So it's a
that she
hearsay.
made. Yes,
Hearsay.
it's
But you were not here.
No, but I'm sure
Okay,
there's
so why
surveillance.
so why are
I
you
mean,
saying
guys
this?
have been recording the whole
Have
time,
you
so
verified with the
show.
surveillance cameras about those claims?
No.
So there we go. You have no grounds to say these things.
I have reasonable suspicion that you guys did based off of you
I know,
still
but you
recording
have-
and what you told me.
But have you verified that? Have you confirmed that this
Well,
is
that's
true?
why I'm talking with you guys
Because
right now.
because they could tell you that I'm giving away money right now and yet I'm not.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
why
so
I'm
there we
talking
go.
with you guys right now.
Yeah,
But I'm
so
watching you. This right now, here, you're doing that. You're recording people.
and what we're doing is perfectly legal.
There's an extent to it. You can't be
Okay.
following people around, causing traffic hazards,
How am I gonna
violating their rights.
How can we follow people that are driving if we're on foot? They can easily
Yeah,
simply
you could still follow
drive away.
someone. This car right here, I could go up to them, I could follow them.
I mean, I
until
can go
can't
and
anymore.
record your car if it's okay.
Record the car.
Yeah, like the unit, the police car that you have.
Yeah, if you're like passing by, just record
No, right
it.
now I can go to the window and record what it's saying on the computer.
You cannot
that's-
record what's on the
That's
computer.
perfectly legal, yeah.
That is not
It's plain
legal.
view.
No.
Plain view
That
doctrine.
is not in plain view.
Yes, it is.
Plain view would be, yeah, you're not an officer. You don't have that.
And you're an officer and yet you don't know these things.
I do know these things. I'm telling you right now. Plain view doctrine states when we detain somebody and we're gonna affect some type of arrest.
Is this a more experienced officer over here? Because we're
Right here is where everything begins, and it's important to slow down and really understand what just happened. A third party approaches the officer and claims that the individuals were recording her baby and that it felt creepy and weird. Now notice something critical, this is purely a subjective complaint. There's no mention of a crime, no evidence presented, and no verification by the officer at this stage. This is where law enforcement has to be extremely careful. Feeling uncomfortable does not automatically equal a violation of the law. If it did, then almost any public activity could be criminalized based
seem to be wasting time talking.
So you guys can film as long as it doesn't cause distress. It doesn't considered harassment. So you're in a public area, you can do that. But if the other subjects consider it as harassment because it causes them distress,
What is
that you
harassment?
can't do.
What is harassment?
It's the definition of the other person.
How many times to become?
There isn't a time.
Yes, there is.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's more. It has to be repeatedly, and it has to be on the same person.
No, that,
Yes,
not
it
what
is.
I looked up before
Okay.
I came on the call.
Whatever you want to define it as, we still have the First Amendment, and that's
Well,
the
how
end.
come
No,
you're going based off on a
you definitely
call?
have the First Amendment.
And you don't even have
sorry?
evidence. You're going based off a car. And you're
She's
We
going.
were,
No evidence.
He was not
Our-
here.
Our report was somebody was filming, and that matches YouTube.
which is not illegal.
No, it's not.
I'm allowed to be here day and night if I
You,
want to.
you are allowed to do it,
Yeah.
yes.
just
as
not
long as-
loitering, blocking the sidewalk.
Yeah,
You came a
can't
little
block
This
the
is
bit-
sidewalk.
You came a little
It's
bit
public.
aggressive. That's all I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yeah.
I didn't come aggressive. I came and I said hello. I introduced who I was, and then you guys.
But you're stating something that is
started-
false. That's not cool. You're
what am I
inventing too
saying
much
that's false?
stuff.
What have I said that's
And
false?
I'm gonna defend myself because I know the law.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I say that was false?
You're inventing all these things that we haven't even done.
What did I say?
It's
What
not
did I say
it's
that
not
was
illegal
false?
for me to follow someone and film them. I'm not breaking the law. Why are you saying that?
If they consider being harassed
Yeah.
and it causes them distress, that would be illegal.
That's
So that's
not-
feelings police.
Yeah, then
Correct.
you're
Yeah,
feeling
and it's on the
being-
other party, not your guys'.
So where's the crime right now?
Well, right now it's just a
Because I did
municipal
record
code
a lot of
blocking the
I did
sidewalk.
record a lot of other minors.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
In what way were you recording?
they were
them?
walking with their parents.
Why
They were talking
you-
to me.
Okay.
So?
Did the parents? What did they say? Were
I
they
don't-
asking?
the interaction, and honestly, a concerning one. The officer claims that filming people in public violates their Fourth Amendment rights. That's a serious legal statement, but here's the problem. It's not accurate in this context. The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures by the government, not against being seen or recorded in public by another citizen. That distinction is absolutely critical.
They were just happy that I was here. They say, have a nice day.
Okay,
Do your
that's,
thing.
that's a different thing.
Yeah. So we're not going to enforce feelings today. We're going to enforce the law, I suppose.
Okay, and this is a municipal code. You're blocking the sidewalk.
I'm not blocking the sidewalk.
I'm telling you, if
Well,
people have to
if
go-
I
It's
am-
over there, look, we're in the
If I
public
am,
sidewalk.
the same applies to you,
Yeah.
I suppose.
and that's why we're here.
So
We
the same
shouldn't be
violation,
blocking
right?
The, sidewalk. We
The
should
same
be-
supposedly
yes,
violation.
I agree. We shouldn't be blocking the sidewalk. We should. I want you
Okay.
guys to just move along.
Lead by example.
Okay, but we need you guys
Go-
to be
go to
first.
your- go to
We
the
need
caller.
to make sure that you guys aren't going to be here blocking the sidewalk.
I am
can
going
go
to be
look
here.
to my car.
For as long as I want.
Okay, then you're in violation
In violation of what?
of the municipal code. You can't be blocking the sidewalk.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this is not going to go anywhere. Anyway. You have your views, I have my views.
I
What
know.
are you guys filming for? I'm just curious.
The curiosity, you can control it. I'll tell you in 6 months. When I see you again, I'll tell you in 6 months. As of this moment, I have no... Like you guys, you guys like to say, it's preliminary. We can't give details. We can't give details, right? When you're conducting an investigation and people ask you, it's preliminary. So that's the same thing. So it's preliminary. So there's no details available. And specifically to strangers with badges.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just like my partner said, you guys are good. That's your First Amendment.
We
That's
already
protected.
knew that. No, she
Yeah.
didn't say that. She
So,
said something
let-
else.
Let me. So, if you don't mind, sir. So, as long as you guys aren't blocking, and as long as you guys don't harass people, if we come back and there's an harassment, that's going to be an issue. But you guys are free to.
It ain't going to be an issue
Okay, perfect. I'd
because
love
you
to
were
hear
not here.
that. Okay, I'd love to hear that.
So whatever you are saying, unless you verified it, unless you confirmed it, then we can go from there.
Sure.
But a hearsay thing is only speculations.
Here introduces one of the most important themes of the entire video, feelings enforcement. The citizen calls it out directly, and whether you agree with the phrasing or not, it raises a serious legal question. Law enforcement officers are sworn to enforce laws, not emotions. Yet, throughout this interaction, we see repeated references to discomfort, distress, and perception rather than clearly defined violations. Now think about the implications of that. If enforcement is based on how someone feels rather than what the law says, then the standard becomes inconsistent and potentially unfair. And here's what makes this even more interesting. The officer acknowledges the First Amendment exists, but simultaneously tries to limit it based on subjective.
So as I was giving her an example, that maybe I was giving $100,000 just now, and people told me, hey, you know what? There's a guy that's giving away money, but it's not true. But yet people are claiming it. So how can you verify that? You can't,
That's
because
why
you were
we
not here.
We were just asking.
You were not here.
Okay.
So,
Do you have any questions?
in
for
my
us?
opinion, is you should just go about your day. That's it.
We're about to. Do you have any questions for us?
No questions.
All right. Thank you. Have a.
I do
good
have a
rest of your day.
question. This
Sure.
is public sidewalk. How come she's saying we're blocking? We're near. We're not even there. That's a sidewalk, and this is public. So can you fix her on that mistake?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
You
because
just
she's
can't
been
block it.
saying that this guy been and she doesn't know what she's saying.
What do you mean? This
Yeah.
is a sidewalk.
I know. I've been doing this for a lot of years, sir, and I know when I
Is
work.
this what you do for work? Or?
Yeah.
Don't tell anything. Okay, you don't have to give details.
No, no, no,
Remember,
no, no.
I'm just asking.
Remember.
I'm just asking.
I'm not gonna
these
tell
people
you.
will twist things around.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
They're
push anything.
specialized.
I was just
You're not trying to, but you will.
Just
some
went
point.
ahead. That's a First
You
Amendment.
jump in a
If
conclusion.
not, you haven't. If you haven't in the past or in the future.
So do you regularly jump to conclusions?
So well, you are jumping into conclusions just now.
did.
You're
I
giving me the
was asking
example.
What conclusion?
She was jumping into conclusions,
Okay, but that's
What
not me.
conclusions was I jumping
right?
into?
Well, you're from the same team, right? What can I
That's the same
expect?
team.
Yeah, but we're different people.
Yeah, but you're just from the same clan.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Either way, you guys can't be blocking the sidewalk. That's,
Either
I'm
way,
still-
I'll tell you this: you guys are dismissed. You can go about your day and solve real crime, because right now,
And shifts into something even more critical, evidence versus assumption. The officer admits she was not present when the alleged behavior occurred and is relying entirely on what someone else reported. That's called hearsay, and while it can justify an initial inquiry, it does not establish a violation on its own. The citizen pushes back by asking whether any verification has been done, surveillance footage, direct observation, anything concrete. And the answer? No, that's a big deal. Because without verification, enforcement becomes speculative. And speculation is not a solid foundation for
you're just
Yes, we would
you're just
like to
wasting
do that,
taxpayers' money
but
right here, right now.
Okay.
There's no crime here. You can go.
It's still a violation. We
There's
still
no
have to enforce
violation.
violations.
There's none.
You guys can't be.
Otherwise,
blocking
talk to your
sidewalks. If
sergeant
people
or bring your
don't feel like
supervisor.
They're able to cross, then
Bring your superior out here, and then let's see what he or she says.
All right. So again, just as long as you allow people to walk through and you don't. disrupt-
That's exactly what's been happening the whole morning, and that's exactly what's going to happen the whole
But
day.
you're not seeing the issue here. She keeps on saying something. Is she a sergeant or something?
She has no grounds for this.
We're gonna go.
You're
Is
a
there anything
sergeant?
else you guys needed?
You're a sergeant?
Garcia, you're going to go.
Okay,
How's that?
Because it looked like she's ruling over
Right.
you, and
You were not able to
Ruling
enforce your
over you?
feelings or
you
feelings.
think she has that power because she has
My
a
feelings?
uniform. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
a
I
straight
don't
up
have
thing.
feelings in this. I'm unbiased. I'm here. Somebody. Are you agreeing that this is an incident? Are
No,
you
I do not.
agreeing to leave? Are you?
No, but in dispatcher calls an incident. So where's the incident number
That's correct.
of the call?
She was telling me I can be filming people, and she's not gonna tell me what not to do. I'm allowed to be here standing and filming, and wherever I wanna point the camera to.
Again, if you can film, protected by First Amendment, as long as the other party is not distressed.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go about feelings today.
Okay, this isn't even about feelings.
Yes, it is.
Just don't block the
She
sidewalk.
said it was creepy, so that's a feeling right there.
Okay, but that's not
When
what
people say,
I'm enforcing.
when people use that word, they're talking about their feelings.
I'm talking about you blocking the sidewalk.
Oh, I'm blocking the sidewalk. So I've been
Yes.
blocking the sidewalk. So what are you gonna
Yes.
do about that?
I'm trying to get you guys to just move along, so I don't have to write you a citation.
This is why I want to be
It's a
here.
misdemeanor. Any
Well,
municipal code here in
well.
Pasadena is a
You write a citation, and you're gonna have it
This isn't a
dismissed.
citation. I wanted the incident.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it dismissed.
Dismissed.
Yeah.
I haven't given you anything. I'm not
Well,
giving
you're
you anything.
mentioning the word citation, so
I'm telling you what could happen.
it's
I'm
not gonna
saying
happen.
I don't want to have to do that, but you're.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to have
You
to
have-
do that. If
you
we
have no
to come
grounds.
Back here again for the same calls.
You have no
eventually we're
grounds.
gonna have to
What's your
cite you
badge
for
number?
blocking the sidewalk.
What is your badge number?
3046.
Okay.
It'll say it on my card
Okay.
that I'm going to give
Okay,
you.
write it down.
With
Uh-huh.
the incident number.
Yeah.
105. What's
I'm
it?
gonna be here the whole day, doing the same thing that you're saying right now. I'm very surprised you don't know this about. You're not too familiar about this.
I'm very familiar with this. There's a lot of people that do this.
Yeah.
Usually, I'll tell them, hey, they don't want you filming here. They agree. Okay, they understand. They were just filming something small or whatever, and then they agree to leave.
Because they don't know about the First Amendment. They let you violate the First Amendment.
Okay, I mean, this is just like you guys wanna. Like,
So.
you came with the intent to try to like create an issue.
You don't know that. You're not inside my mind. You can't read
I
minds.
know, but I can, based off of my conversation with you, I can tell this is what you
Oh,
had in
okay.
mind. Here you go.
What about your day, Garcia? You're dismissed. Yeah.
All right.
exchange, and it highlights just how important it is to understand legal doctrines correctly. The discussion shifts to the plain view doctrine, which typically applies to law enforcement observing evidence during lawful activity, but here, the concept is being debated in a completely different context: a citizen recording what is visible from a public space. And that's where things get complicated. The citizen argues that if something is visible from a public vantage point, it can be recorded. The officer pushes back, suggesting restrictions, but without clearly explaining the legal